Hello, in this tutorial we are going to use Nearpod to create our own lessons, and this time instead of looking into the Nearpod library like we did in the last tutorial video, we are going to create our own. So the first thing you're going to do is log into Nearpod, and on the top right corner you're going to click on plus new, and then you're going to select lesson in Nearpod. It's going to bring up this window, and there's going to be more slides in here that we are going to create as we go. You can move them around, you can delete them or edit them if you want to change them. So I want to add a slide, and the first slide I want to add is add a field trip. And you can add any slide, but I really like this slide because it kind of gives students an idea of what kind of word problem we're looking into, and it gives them an opportunity to travel to a place that they would normally not be able to travel with. You can get feedback from students on what kind of places they want to travel, and you can focus your word problem around that, and it makes it more interesting to them. So let's say that I want to go to the Statue of Liberty, and let's say that my unit could be on the Pythagorean theorem, it could be on trigonometry, and so there's a lot of different things you can do. But let's say that I want to use this picture. I can click on preview, and it gives me a preview of what that's going to look like, and that'll help me to decide if I want to add this particular field trip into my lesson, or if I want to change the destination or just use a different slide. So let's say I like it. I'm going to click on done. And this is the first slide that's in my lesson. So think of this as just different pages like in PowerPoint, but it actually looks like a presentation. Let's add a second slide. So for this one, I'm going to go on video, and I'm going to focus on different things within the content. So let's say I want to add a video. And so there are different videos already embedded in the video library. And like I said earlier, one of the things that I really like about the videos and the different things already in Nearpod is that it tells you what it is about. Like there's one on the Pythagorean theorem, and it has the grade levels. So let's say that this is the video I like. All I have to do is click on it, and I can add the activity. And let's say I can add an open-ended question or a multiple choice question, and this adds it wherever I want it in the video. So if I want something here, I can add an activity, and I can add a question based on the video. So if you click on play, you will be able to have a preview of the video, and that gives you an opportunity to know if this is a video you want to embed in Nearpod, or if you don't really like it and you want to choose something else. So let's say that you really do like this video and you like the presentation of it. Then you click on save. And it saves it into your slides. So let's say I actually do want to edit it. All you have to do is double click. And let's add an activity. So let's say that somewhere in here, so here is an open-ended question already embedded. So if you see the different dots in here, so let's say I want to look at this and I want to edit. It says, what do you already know about the Pythagorean theorem? Well, if you don't like that question, you can change it, and you can just type whatever you want in there. So that's a feature I really like. Now for us math people, I want to show you something really cool. If you click on this pi symbol at the bottom left, it brings like a formula window where you can add different things. So see, if you wanted to add something with trigonometry and look into angles and use sine, cosine, and tangent, you can do that. There's an angle symbol. You can add in function symbols, equations. There's other types, exponents. So when you click on that, it kind of looks like that, and you can also edit it. So like if you want to change that to an A, you can, and then you can just do like plus or whatever it is you want to add. But I really, really like that feature, and I think a lot of you are going to like it as well. So let's say you edited your question and you like it, you can click on save. And if you click on the next one, notice how it brings a multiple choice question. You can also edit the multiple choice question already embedded in the video, or you can make your own. From here, you can delete all of that and you can change the choices. No, if you click, let's say that this is the right answer. If you click on the check mark, that's what's going to show right. So this was the right answer. You can also add more choices. And then you can click save at the bottom right. And you can do that for different places. So like in here, this is where the video's at. If this was a place where you wanted to add a question, all you would have to do is add activity. And then you could add a multiple choice question of your own. So I actually don't want to do that. I'm just going to click on save. And if I'm done editing my video, then here's the interactive video and here's the field trip. All right, let's look at other options. So I'm going to click on add slide. And another feature in here is you can add web content. So you can add a URL of different places or different websites you want students to go to. One thing I forgot about the video, when you click on video, we embedded a video in Nearpod. I really like the videos, but you can also choose a video from YouTube. So all you would have to do is search for like trigonometry or the Pythagorean theorem or transformations, whatever it is you're working on, and you can click on the video. So let's say that's the video I want to embed. On the bottom right, since I selected it, I would click on save. And notice how it brings the video up where you can add activities yourself. So if you wanted to add a question, you click on add activity, and it's pretty much the same thing, but you're adding interactive questions within a YouTube video. How cool is that? I think it's pretty cool. So I'm going to save it. I'm just going to leave it there. Just pretend that I do want that video. If I don't like it, I change my mind. I select it and I can click delete. And then another feature of the video is that you can actually create your own video and you can upload it. So if you click on upload a video, you can upload a video that you've saved yourself. So I don't want to do that right now. I'm just going to click on cancel. Yes. Okay, so we've explored the field trip and the videos. Let's take a look at Nearpod 3D. This is really cool for different things. If you can actually find, I've had some trouble finding some different 3D things that I like, but there's some really cool things that you can use. So like if you wanted to look into 3D shapes and perhaps look into the volume of different shapes, you can look into this Aztec temple and click on preview. Let's say you wanted to explore finding the volume of this shape. You can manipulate it. The kids can move it around and explore different things. So if this is a feature you really like, this would be a great opportunity to embed it. All you would have to do is click on done. And there's different, I'm going back, there's different themes you can choose from, places and things. So here's Earth, and here's the Eiffel Tower, ancient times, the environment. I think this is pretty cool for like science teachers too. You are able to explore different parts of the body. And then there's microscopic things too. So this is pretty nice. All right, another feature I want to explore, I don't want to bombard you with a lot of things, but it has a lot of different good features, but I want to focus on ones that I think would be helpful for math and some that, based on the survey, you wanted to look into. feature we are going to look into is Desmos. So if you click on Desmos on the graphing calculator, it actually takes you to Desmos, and some of you have used Desmos in the past with your classes. And so I really like the fact that we can embed a graphing calculator into Nearpod because it makes it interactive for students. So notice how there's a lot of different things you could use. It has 3D graphs, blank graphs, bisecting a tangent, a circle. It just has a lot of different things that you can use. So let's say that we want to use, I don't know, let's say we want to use slope intercept form. I can click on preview, and that'll help me determine if I like it. There's different things in here that you can manipulate. You can change the question. You can change the slope of the function. You can change the y-intercept. And so there are different things you can explore with this depending on how you want your lesson to go. So let's say I just want to add that into my lesson. I would just click on add, and it brings up the graphing calculator. So I'm building my lesson as I go. And then finally, the last thing we are going to do is we are going to add a PDF viewer. And with this, one of the things that I like about this is that you can pretty much upload any PDF that you have. So if you did like notes on a particular subject and you want to embed those notes and scan them, you can put it in the lesson, and that way the kids have the notes to themselves. If you choose to do the student paste option, the students can use that paper to write down their notes and to work through the lesson themselves. Or if it's a live session, it might be something you want to show to the students that you created and you want them to perhaps take a screenshot or even write with it. So it's a really cool feature too, to be able to add just a PDF of something that you've created, notes or something that you want to embed. So this is the second part of the tutorial, which we explored the content area of it. There's more things if you want to explore them, but those are just some of the things that I noticed. With Sway and Slideshow, if you've worked with Sway, for example, you can create your own slides and you can embed them in here. So it's a pretty cool feature too if you want to do that. So let me know if you have questions on this first part, and I will be working on creating the second part, the next part of the video, where you will be integrating activities.